They want to try me with it.
You gonna use string cheese tonight? Are you gonna use string cheese to go fishing? I thought that sounded crazy, but maybe I should put a little string cheese with me too.
I heard everyone say that the catfish here love cheese.
Yeah.
Block of cheese, and she's gonna catch a bunch of perch.
Fishing in Texas with string cheese.
Oh, okay.
Try her hardest. She had a little net, a little dip net, like for minnows. She'd put that cheese until they'd swim up there. She'd scoop them up.
Oh, okay. Heck yeah.
Going fishing.
I know for 3 hours doing that one night. She's 12. She loves fishing. She kayaked across here all the way to the store with me when she was 5
Oh, really?
in her own little kayak. Yeah.
5 years old?
Oh yeah, she's been kayaking since she's like 2.
Where all does she kayak?
We kayak everywhere. We go to Marshall Creek. We go kayak around here. We go to Texoma. Poolville. I don't know if you know where Poolville is.
Is that Texas?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I'm from Indiana.
Oh, okay. I'm from about 20 minutes away from here. So I've been out on this lake my whole life.
Well, that's what Eddie keeps saying with this lake. He knows it pretty well. He tells me not to go swimming at night.
Oh, yeah, the snakes.
I've seen quite a few snakes come through here.
Yeah. The gar also.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Aren't there fish with teeth?
Yeah, they're gar, and they
Gar,
have mouths that long. And
alligators.
they're like piranha teeth. I mean, they are sharp as razors. You
Well,
have
that's
to-
what I thought.
You have to have pliers or something, because they'll snap your line. You have to have steel leaders to catch them.
What did we catch? What did I catch the other day, Eddie?
Oh, you
It was a
caught-
carp thing.
Yeah, it was like a drum.
Yeah, I
Drum.
caught a drum a couple the other day, and they were pretty fun to catch because they were big, and
Yeah.
they fought real hard, you know?
Oh, I got them in. That was fun.
Them gar are really fun to catch. If you ever put a still leader on there and catch them, they fight like heck, man, and they get big.
Me and Dad used to get into them because we'd run way back in the day, and then we'd get into them
Catfish,
sand
folks.
bass, but it was kind of cool getting in them gars sometimes.
Yeah.
I
Me
never
and my
caught
dad would
anything
go to
like
Wizard
that.
Wells, which is a part of Lake Bridgeport. We used
Yeah.
to set shot lines a lot down there.
Yeah, Wizard, yeah. What is that, back around Green, what is that, Green Elm? No, it's not Green Elm.
Going towards Jacksboro, kind of.
It's
Yeah.
still hot here.
Right there off of
I think it's off.
380 and like
380.
1156, yeah. Yeah, my mom kind of lives out in that area.
Y'all are, it's live now. Just so you
Are
know.
both of you guys from Indiana, or just you?
I'm from Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm from Texas.
I was gonna say you must be from around here, maybe.
Yeah.
Can't you tell by the accent?
I graduated
Me too.
I graduated Bport, man.
Where? From where?
Bridgeport.
I graduated from Poolville.
Poolville, yeah, it's
Yeah.
just right up the road.
Yeah.
That's
So I
what she
went
said.
there-
It was like 20 minutes
I went
away.
there from kindergarten to the 12th grade, and when I graduated, I had 16 people in my graduating class.
No way.
Yes.
Well, now, were you in public school?
Yeah.
So, see, I
We
was
had
in a Christian
3
school, and
buses
I had
for
about the
whole
same.
K through 12. And as a matter of fact, my my first grade teacher was my kids' kindergarten teacher.
Oh, wow.
And the superintendent was my 8th grade math teacher.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just real.
That's crazy.
It's growing a little though. But when I first started, K through 12 was in one hall building. It was tiny.
So let me ask you, I've been working with groups,
Uh-huh.
if you don't mind talking about it.
Oh,
Okay,
I don't know
around
a
here
stranger
that,
hardly.
that do, there's a, well, not around here, but in Indiana. I've been working locally with schools. As far as like pornography in schools and the
Oh,
social emotional
especially
learning,
with the
critical race
phones.
theory,
Oh
all
my
that
gosh.
stuff. And the sexualizing of kids and all that stuff.
Yes.
I mean, like, I know it's not just Indiana.
No, it's everywhere.
It
My
is.
kids come home talking about they and they.
They,
and
them.
I'm like, who? Where?
Who?
I mean,
Who are they?
No, this girl. I'm like, well, you said they, so who else?
Who else?
No, just that one. I'm like,
Yeah.
they identify as they them. What? How could they identify as they them?
It doesn't make sense when you
doesn't make sense.
when you were taught English and that is plural and it's a singular person. It makes no sense.
One of my son's best friend got sent to the office for bullying because he called a girl Trinity by her name, and she started crying and said he was bullying her, that she goes by they, them, and they called him to the office, told him if he called her by her name again, he was going to get sent home for bullying.
Oh
I
my
said,
God.
Are you kidding me?
I know, it's...
Well, you're from a Christian school? That's cool. I always wanted to send mine.
That was in a Christian school?
No, I'm saying you're
Oh,
from
I
a
did say I
Christian-
was.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it was not like a good Christian school, if that makes any sense. But
So here's what I
Oh,
think
this
when I
damn
think about all the
cheese just flew
sexualization.
Man, I made
Yeah,
a great
I
cast,
fling it off the hook too.
and it flung right off.
I
okay.
tie it on with
That's-
fishing line.
That's what's up. Look at it already.
You gotta tie it
It's not
on.
looking
I
good
do,
already.
I tie it on. I get those little net
Watch, let me
tapes.
have a little piece of cheese to put on with my liver, Eddie. I'm going to try both
I
at the
think I'm
same
gonna put
time.
the liver on.
Okay.
This cheese
Okay,
is
so
way-
you're-
Oh, you
So
got
you're from a
hung up.
Christian
Can I
school.
get caught again?
You know, I think about with the sexualization of all the pornography and all that stuff.
Right.
Well, you know, the fall of Rome, I don't know if you've studied that a lot. The
Yeah.
fall of Rome, when they fell, the greatest pleasure was considered sex with the 12-year-old boy. And that's when they allowed sexual stuff to start ruling their country or whatever, is when Rome fell. And I feel like that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
To just look. It's sad.
It is.
Messed up.
It is
Bad.
Well, and it's the, you know, like this making kids think that, like, question themselves. I know a little girl, or I should say little, but like 13 to 15-year-old girl who is questioning whether she's a man or a woman.
Oh my goodness.
Like, for real. Whoops.
Right.
For real.
She really
Like,
doesn't know.
no, and what makes me mad is that these I can understand, because if I had been a little girl during this time, I might have thought I was transsexual because I was a tomboy.
Me too. My daddy gave me my first pocket knife when I was in the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And I mean, I did everything better than the boys. I hung out with the boys. And
Yes, I
was-
did too. I love
I
boys.
hauled
I
hay
love
with
hanging
my
out with the
dad.
boys.
I was
Yeah.
outside working on the car with my dad. I followed my dad everywhere. Were around when I was little bitty with no shirt for a long time.
Yep. Oh, I know. There's all kinds of stuff that we did. But like my dad said, he ended up, my sister had a child and he adopted him, and it was a boy. And he said, I always thought that I had kind of a boy because I had a tom girl. He said, but I did not have a boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Until I got a boy and I realized I did not have a boy. Like not a tomboy. It's a total difference between
Yeah,
girls and
there
boys.
is. Yeah.
I've raised boys. And
Me too. I've got one boy. I've got 2 girls.
I had 2 boys, and it's like, well, you know then the difference if you've had both.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are not the same. We are not the same.
No.
Just
no.
ask Eddie.
We're just different.
No.
Are
From
we
the
the
way
same,
we
Eddie?
think
No.
to everything. We look at things and we're like, why would you even think that's like that?
Exactly. And that's why maybe it. I mean, for real.
Yeah. I mean, I will not be rude or whatever, but but do I judge them on it? No. Just because they sin differently than me? No. But is it right? I don't think so,
Girl, I'm the same. I've actually been called transphobic. And if anything, I am a trans friend. I actually, I don't care if you want to be called he, she, I will call you that.
Right.
Until you try to force
Right.
any of your stupid
Or
pronoun
if you're a
things.
man and you identify as them and you're walking in the bathroom with my little girl,
Exactly. You know
know.
what? Yes. And that is, therein lies
then
the
I draw
problem.
the line and I get upset.
I get upset with sexualizing kids. I don't care what you teach your kids, but when you start bringing them out and sexualizing them and trying
I seen in the news this like 4-year-old girl they were letting become changed on their birth certificate to boy to male at 4 years old because they said the 4-year-old thought it was just happier as a boy.
yeah.
At 4 years old, you don't know.
And
Dude,
yeah.
you know, my mom, she's on that hospice stuff right now. The CNA that come out today, like she's got a 9-month-old little
Hi,
girl.
son, honey. Love you, girl.
I guess it was, what was it, Northwest, I guess, or no, it was born in Baylor. It was born in Baylor. okay, Coco. And
I've got memories.
they asked Mary, that you remember the aide?
Uh-huh.
They asked Mary if she preferred, even though it was a little female, would you identify her as a female or a male?
No, they didn't.
Yes.
See, now I know there are hermaphrodites, you know, in the world.
Oh, sure.
And if you, but if you're clearly born with one or there should be
Most
no
of us are.
question.
I think, yeah.
There should be
I
no
think,
question,
yeah,
okay?
That may be a...
There's always a gray area in everything where there's a few abnormalities.
But
There we go.
Question if you have one thing or the other. You should not say, "Hey, am I this
Yeah.
or that?"
Yeah. Doctors are not identifying you. They are simply looking, and if you have a female genitalia, they're realizing through science that you are a female or a male.
Exactly.
And there's only a few, very, very few people.
They don't look at like at a female dog and say, "Oh, I don't know, is that a boy or a girl?"
Nobody does that, girl. Nobody.
I
Nobody.
don't know which one she is. He is. I don't know which one they are.
And that's what sickens me is when they teach our children.
Yeah, my kids come home and they're talking about that they, them stuff. I didn't even know. I've never even heard of it until they were telling me. And I'm like, my kids, my youngest is 12, my oldest is fixed to be 15. At that age, I mean, sure, we knew, we were taught. So many kids are like, "Oh no, I'm bi. No, I like her." And
Hmm.
I'm like, "Are you kidding me?"
And see, I am bisexual, and I still say this stuff.
Well, I mean,
That's the
here's
whole
what
thing. I
I
still
think.
say this. They are trying to
But
confuse
at
our
10
children.
and 12 years old, did you
They
feel
don't-
that way?
Well, I'll be honest. Since the beginning, I felt that I was attracted to women.
I-
But
I'd
I will
rather
say
look at women
that
than
it's
men.
become a fad, girl. It's become a fad.
Yeah.
It's become they've trying to get these kids. It's a cool thing to be gay.
Right.
Or,
Well, I mean, I ain't got, and I ain't saying this just because you said that.
No.
I mean, like the bisexual thing,
hmm
ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, but I don't know, my kids' age, I just didn't
Why be
want a
trying to?
girlfriend.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
as I got older and was grown, and then it became an attractive like trait, like with my husband type thing. But you know, it's like I just don't see the.
see.
I don't see sex changes. Okay.
No.
Because you're one or the other. I don't see the they them
Absolutely,
stuff.
You are absolutely right.
Yeah, and let's. And you cannot put. Or as a man, put boobs on, I should say, and be a woman.
No.
It doesn't work that way.
And also, here's the way I look at it. Sorry, you open all this. I'm
No,
just
no,
very
it's okay.
open and I just talk. you
We're
know,
good.
because
We're
I'm just
good. I do
open.
too.
I don't care. I mean, if it offends someone, then they tell me I won't talk about
Yeah.
it. But if it don't, I like to talk about anything.
I do too.
And it's not offensive as long as it's in a respectful manner.
Exactly.
But you know, in the Bible it says whatever a man and woman can, like as a marital consent to, say it's okay in the marriage bed. So here was always my argument. So if a man and woman both agree to have someone else in their sexual bed,
Mhm.
how is it sinful? I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know the answer to that question. But that's what
I guess that's what I've always said is that no matter what you believe, as long as other people aren't doing anything that literally hurts other people,
or children. Yes.
period.
Especially
Right.
children.
Especially children, but
Right.
other people, period.
Yes.
Then honestly, it's none of my beeswax.
No, it's not. I
You
mean,
know,
it's not none of ours. I mean,
I don't always like everything people do, but
No.
but like I know people who literally have let sexual offenders in to live with children. That is wrong, and I will fight that to my very death.
Yeah, I don't.
Oops.
Damn,
What you? Oh, did you drop my
gotta be
beer?
kidding me? Are you serious?
You broke my beer.
I'm sorry.
It's
I was
okay.
gonna say, I bet we got some more beer out
We
there.
got more.
Damn, I'm sorry about that.
It's
Seriously,
okay.
holy shit.
There it goes.
No,
Maybe
but
it'll
you
get
know
some
what?
more fish.
I really found. As a child, I was my daddy's girl. I
I was
never
too.
could imagine my father doing me any kind of wrong way, especially sexually. You know, I
Right.
never felt weird around him or nothing. And I found out as I've grown how many women have experienced that, not with just stepdads and stuff, but with their own biological
My
dads
dad tried to
and
molest
things
me
like that.
at
And
17.
I could
Yep.
imagine.
Yep.
That would be hard to deal with.
Girl, you have no idea. what it feels. I mean, most people don't know what it feels like to have that bond broken.
I couldn't imagine.
Just it doesn't even have to be much. It could be
Right.
any sexual attraction your father has to you. It breaks that bond every time you get next to him and hug him. You wonder if he's getting turned on by your boobs.
See, my best friend,
whatever.
her biological dad molested her from the time she was little.
Yeah.
And like she would cry to me because she's like, I see you and your dad and you're best friends. She said, and that's how me and my dad were. She said, except for he always like would come in whenever everyone was gone and like molest me. She's like, and I never understood why. And it was really a sad thing because I didn't have no answers for her.
Right.
But
It's like a
it really
sickness.
affected her.
It's a sickness.
Loves ancestral porn, and I wonder if that stems from that. You know.
Mm-hmm. It might be. You just never know.
Because she told me that one day, but
Yeah. You just never know.
no, you don't. Hey, babe.
Is this
He's
yours?
like,
Is
yes.
this yours?
Yes.
Oh, he's not the
mine.
DNR.
Hey, don't come up right here. Look on. Okay, did you bring beer? Yeah. See, he brought beer.
Same.
So you have.
None yet. Whatever.
Babe, how am I supposed to get that?
Oh, my alcoholic ass, huh? Did you catch anything out there?
No, I just got.
Oh, he just come from the.
I just come from the house over there.
I was gonna say, you bringing us food?
I see it.
Oh, he brought sandwiches and beer.
Brought sandwiches and beer. Already.
Grab this. Yeah, there you go. Pull me back.
Maybe fall
Some-
in.
Put some string cheese on here.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, how am I gonna lift this with one arm?
Better than sitting with the 1776 on a lawn chair doing nothing.
Okay. I got it. Well, I'm broke. You're out of luck.
Second time this week.
More than 2 times a week. Huh? Watch my line. You come up. Right over there. There might be snakes. Maybe come look for 'em. Terrified of snakes.
Oh, I know. There's been a lot of snakes out here too.
No.
He's over in a
Yeah.
kayak
Out there towards that channel. No? Just over.
kayak service. All right. Got tired of arguing about the 1776 restoration movement. Those people are nuts. Nuts. Don't drink the Kool-Aid of the 1776 restoration
The
movement.
fillet knife? What is that for? Oh my goodness, babe, you don't. Okay, yeah, I guess that will snake. Will it fillet my fish?
So we'll put some
Well, I ain't touching no
cheese
fish, so
and
only way I've been catching fish is minnows with this flow net.
we're going down to the border here soon.
To
The
Which
southern border. Yeah.
down to Mexico?
Yep.
Cool.
Gonna see what's going on and try to live stream it as much as I can and
Oh man, look at this big old catfish over here. He was right there.
see if we can get them. See if we can get these.
We just went to Galveston, but yeah, I want to go to Port Isabel and close to the border that way.
Did you go to Galveston?
Yeah, we just got back. We've been there a week.
So
Took
I
my 3 kids, my best friend's 2 kids, and we
I've been wanting. I have a friend down there that lives down there. Yeah. Whoops.
I like to go to Seagram, which is in the Louisiana-Texas border. And I like to go crabbing and stuff down there a lot.
Ooh, Eddie, I think you got a fish on
Is
here.
that why it fell over?
Eddie, you got something on here.
I got something on there.
I think so.
Catch it.
You catch
There
it.
you go. It's yours. You got it.
It's yours. You check it and see if there's
Yeah.
anything on it.
It looked like
Yeah, I think there's
I think
something
you
on
got
there,
something
little.
on there.
Yeah, there's something little on there.
What was you fishing with?
Yeah, that was liver right there.
Was it the liver or the?
No, that was liver.
See
I
if we can
couldn't
catch
get
it.
the.
So you stream live a lot?
Oh, I just started doing it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can
I think it's neat
catch
when people
Eddie.
stream live. Oh, that's a channel cat.
I'm trying to get it, Eddie. I'm trying to get it around on you.
Little rascal.
Hold on a minute.
Little rascal.
There we go, rear.
Coco.
Oh yeah, don't
Go-
get near her.
hang
I'll
on.
get her. I'll get her.
Yeah, grab.
I'll grab her. She's protecting us.
Coco, he's all right.
He's okay.
He's all right, baby.
He's not gonna get us. Come on.
They just
You can come up now. I got her.
He's all right.
I got her.
scared of snakes.
I got her.
He's all right, Coco.
My friend's little chihuahua tried to eat his ankle.
There's no. Coco is our protector.
Coco.
See, I love you guys. See,
She's a rescue.
she's like, I love my people. I love
All
my
right,
people.
Brad, now you go. There we go.
Let me
Have
see
it,
your
boy.
fish, Eddie.
He's still
Well,
tangled up. Oh,
Actually,
tangled
he's
up.
big enough to eat, isn't he?
Yeah, he's.
I think we need to. I think we need to keep him,
You want
Eddie.
to keep him? We hadn't got a stringer.
Somebody was telling me we got to start keeping our fish, and I was thinking we should.
Here, look, you can put it in this basket.
Yeah, you could. Like, I
Let's
don't
keep
know.
him.
You want to keep him?
Because then if we
That's
have
a little
more,
guy.
if
That's a
we have
little
more,
dude.
we'll have enough. If not, we'll let him go. How's that?
I think we need to listen to him. He's like, let me go. He's like, let me go.
people.
He's like, let me go. I say, let's let him go.
Okay.
He's just a little dude. Look at him, man. Come
Sympathy.
on, little dude.
Okay.
There
Pull up
you
the little
go.
deep
All right,
toe.
he's like, back to the bottom we go.
Everything's going good, freedom fighter. We're out here catching fish on string cheese
Yeah,
and liver.
They like cheese.
Well, that right there was actually liver.
Was it?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
they
liver.
love liver.
I couldn't get that cheese to stay on. I don't know what it is. with that
I
cheese
put
right
both
there.
on there.
Liver just stay on.
Yeah, I had to hook it multiple times.
My dad
That's
used to
funny.
make blood bait. They would take and let it dry out in the sun and make blood bait and cut it up.
Oh, yeah?
And it would catch them.
Fish are friends, not food. Swim away! Swim away!
Are you serious?
Yeah, it makes
That's
me
what
feel
somebody
bad
said.
sometimes when I'm
Fish are
cleaning up.
friends,
I get
not
really
food.
Especially when he's looking over there at me and I'm trying to peel it off and he's going, it's still alive. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's his nerves. He's like, it's still alive.
What's that movie? Oh, it's got the little fish in it. The cartoon one.
Dora.
Dora. I think swim
Finding
away,
Nemo.
swim
Finding
away.
Nemo, yeah.
Fish are friends, not food. I like to eat fish. Yummy, 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 yummy. Love me some fish.
I was going to be nice and untangle your pole for you and everything, but I
See,
didn't.
Eddie caught something.
Let's see.
How did you catch it? And I didn't catch nothing.
Y'all come out here a lot?
Here, it's okay. I set them down there. It's my
I'm
fault.
sorry. I didn't
No,
mean
it's
to do
not
that.
your fault.
Y'all can have more room.
Are they okay?
Yeah, I got it back on. Yep. Instead of on the
Yeah, put
road.
them on my head.
Yeah.
My preacher was from Indiana.
Was he? What part?
I don't know. He said, I don't remember.
I'm from Goshen.
Wait, Lori?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know. I met you the other night, remember?
I'll have to come over here and look at you.
You were over here though, fishing. I came down here the other night, yeah.
Yep, that was
in
me.
Indiana.
Wait a
That's what
minute,
did
you
it.
know from Indiana?
Yeah.
That is. That's what does it a lot of times. Seriously, it's like, yeah, I can remember the state, but I may not.
See, if I'm known the city, I probably would have messed with you. You know, messed with everybody.
Oh, Goshen is horrible, dude. Look at, I've lost my bait again, Eddie. That's why I'm not
But I
catching
lost
it.
my bait.
There you go.
It must be an ocean hole.
Oh, that's one of the reasons I'm going to Border Grove. I live in a sanctuary city.
Yeah, I love shark fishing.
Shark.
But yeah, it's calm. My bait's
Okay.
I bet shark fishing
Put
is
some
fun.
bait
It is,
on
and then
here.
when
We're
you catch
gonna.
them, you have to really let them fight themselves out.
Ah,
That's
hi, Paul. Paul.
Where's my-
Fish are friends, not food. I got tired of being upset about the 1776 stuff and decided to go fishing.
You don't travel a lot? Sometimes.
3 or 4 months.
That's cool.
We were with People's Convoy. I don't know if you ever heard of that. They went around. Have you heard of the one up in Canada, the Freedom Convoy?
I don't get out.
Oh,
I don't even
no,
watch
that's okay.
TV.
There were a bunch of truckers and stuff that were shutting stuff down in
Oh,
Ottawa
okay.
and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I did hear that.
Well, there was something kind of similar to that here in America.
Uh-huh.
It was called the People's Convoy, and we started over in D.C.
Okay.
Yeah, we started in California.
No, well, from California, they went to Maryland, D.C. area, and I was from Indiana, and I went and met them there around March, but we had high hopes for it, but it didn't really evaporate the same. Can't come to be the same anyway. There we go.
Sometimes it ain't. It's just it about people. You never know how the response is really
Well,
gonna
no,
work
it
out.
wasn't that. It was that we had leaders who did some really dishonest things, and they had us going around and doing different stuff instead of like having clear set goals or
I see.
all that kind of
They
stuff.
weren't very good leaders.
No, they weren't very good leaders. No. And that's what we've kind of been dealing with, and why I started kind of live streaming too is because we had, like we were talking about, we had another group that started off of that, but then they let sex offenders in to live with children and women, and no.
No way.
And now I'm fighting against the very people who are supposed to be patriots and on our side, you know.
Man. What do y'all think about this global warming stuff, the climate change and all that? Some people think it ain't real. Some people think it's real. I think, how can you not think it's real? Look how hot it's been getting.
You know what? I had a buddy who is really smart, and he seems to know a lot about that stuff. I was asking him, and he said it's not clear cut. It's not one or the other. It's like a in between, and that's kind of where I'm from. Obviously, some things are changing. Do I believe that I can affect it, and that we have to change everything for us?
I think that all the pollution factories put off and such do affect the greenhouse gases and stuff. I don't know. I'm not very, I'm not educated like in that area too much. So,
Ooh.
but
Well, that's the whole thing. What do we really know? What's really true? I know I
thought
see
was
it.
cool.
Convincing is the person asking you to tell me. That's fine. How good are you at selling?
Well, I
used-
think if it is real, they need to advertise and get it out there more. And if
Well,
it's
yeah,
not,
girl.
then
So I used to be one of those who I was like, oh, it is.
I thought so.
It is. I got it. But I was like, man, the climate change, what the hell? I'm watching all these movies and they tell me that the world's going to end and nobody will listen to the climate scientists, right? And then I realized, well, maybe though I'm being led by Hollywood.
Right.
Who is
On
Hollywood?
the internet.
Or the internet, right? So then I started trying to figure out what the truth is, and it really seems to be more in the middle.
Yeah, I don't know what the truth is, but I think if it is real, that they're not doing a very good job of putting it out there.
No, they're not.
I mean, if it's really going to affect the world and cause catastrophic stuff, then why aren't they letting the people know more?
You would think that we would.
So,
Well, it's like any subject. It seems like both sides of the extremists want to screw you around and tell you falsehoods, and then what do you do?
I do know this much, that they really did sign a thing, like all the world like came together and signed this thing where they would reduce greenhouse emissions. I know that's true.
But do you think that? What do you think about this whole New World Order stuff, though? Like, do you think that the globalism is?
No, I don't think globalism is like a.
No, I don't mean
Good.
okay, but I mean, do you think that that has a lot to do with maybe why, like greenhouse and all that stuff is being pushed? That's all I mean.
Oh, well, I'm not real
It's
sure
all
on
tied
that.
together.
You never know.
I think it's all tied together. I mean, in my opinion, I mean, they're trying to shut down fossil fuels in any way they can.
Cause you're in the.
But they're trying to
I
shut
see.
down fossil fuels, they say, because of the greenhouse gases it's emitting.
Right, but
But-
then electric. I mean,
Electric because of the stuff it emits to solar. But
it's confusing, isn't it?
it is, and it's
It
hard to
gets
think about, because
confusing.
what would we do without electric and without fossil fuel?
Right.
Think about if we don't have, what's the alternative to fossil fuel? They don't really have an alternative. I mean,
I don't think it can be a sudden switch. I mean,
Right.
in my opinion, they're going to have to really get together and think
They're gonna
about
have to
this
work harder.
and start integrating
they should have already
the
been
way
doing that.
it should have already. Yeah, you're absolutely
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
ma'am. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right.
And then again, it's not a either or. It's like an in between.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know exactly which one's for sure, but if it
Me
is,
neither.
I'm like thinking we got some stupid government. I mean,
Sure.
they're gonna just be okay with the apocalyptic causing stuff
Mhm.
and not do anything about it.
Have you seen those environmentalists that have been mostly in D.C. this last week? I've been paying a lot of attention to them.
I haven't. I don't.
They've
watch
been getting
TV.
arrested and stuff.
I
They've
don't
been doing all
watch TV.
kinds of stuff.
We have a TV. I don't ever turn it on.
Oh, I use my internet.
I don't hardly get on the internet. I mean, I get on the internet. I don't get on. I'm very sheltered here.
I've just been paying attention because other people I,
should
know are
pay
down
more
there,
attention.
and so I keep watching these things, and I'm like, these people are literally getting arrested for this. I mean, if they really believe it, then obviously they should, right?
Right?
I mean, I don't know.
That don't mean I gotta agree with them.
You don't have to agree with
That
them,
means
but
I
I'm
don't
I'm
gotta
at
agree
least
with them.
I'm always proud of anybody that stands up for
Me
what they
too.
believe in.
And
I don't
gotta
care if I
agree with
believe in
anyone,
them.
but I'm always interested in what people have to say, and like, because I may think I know one thing, but I may hear something that might
I
change
get-
my mind.
You know,
Yeah.
they
Ooh.
do. I mean,
Ooh,
I
there
will
we
say,
go.
man, we've been on that road. What was it, 395
Yeah.
there in D.C.?
Yeah.
They had some balls to, but even though I don't agree with it, I don't agree with but they had some nads to do what they did.
Yeah.
I mean, they set their, and I don't agree with it. I'm glad that dude that yanked them off the road did what he did. But
But at the same
they
time,
had
you do
the
respect
fun, they
that
had the
people
nads
had the.
to do it, man.
Yeah.
I respect everybody, and so like we can discuss and debate all day long. It don't upset me because I'm
Right.
not trying to convince you. You're not trying to convince me. We're
Right.
just talking about what we believe in. I mean,
Yeah. Everybody's
but no one
allowed.
should get mad, and like hate on someone.
I can understand them people. I mean, when they shut the whole road down, when they shut, at least with this little faction that we were a part of, they left the lane open. They left the lane open in case.
Traffic and
Exactly.
Emergency.
Now these other,
emergencies.
they shut it down.
Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
agree with that. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to justify one over the other,
Right.
My problem is I've done civil disobedience. I have, and I've gotten prosecuted for it, and I paid my fines for it, and I've had to go to court over it. So I'm all about civil disobedience.
So when you're doing it, though, you know what you may have to face against it.
Yep,
but-
and you know what my problem with my civil disobedience was? Is that I did it by myself. I was
Instead
the
of a-
only one
Well,
standing there asking
it's
for
about-
my
it's-
freedoms,
Look,
and so
Lori,
the police
that's
got me.
the same way with the dude in D.C. that was trying to get to his job. So he wasn't-
Exactly. Yeah.
It was him by himself.
Yeah, I know. And so he ended. This poor
'Cause
dude.
most people don't want to stand up for nothing unless.
Yeah.
You know?
This poor. I felt so sorry for this guy. I wish we could find him. he literally, these people for the environment were shutting down all the lanes, wouldn't let anybody through at all.
That
And
would
he was
suck.
on probation
Oh,
and wanted to
no.
get to work so he didn't go
Yeah.
back to jail
He
and
didn't wanna get
lose
locked back
custody of
up.
his child, being able to see
Aw.
his child. And he was begging, and they would not even
Oh,
let
that's-
one lane
that's
open.
sad.
Isn't that sad? I want to
That's
find him and
sad.
help him. Because I feel sorry, because like we were saying, even these other people that I disagree with, at least they left the lane open
Mhm.
for anybody who had something emergency
Yes.
or, you know.
Because you can make a statement
You can make your
without
statement
hurting
without
people,
hurting
you
people.
know.
Yeah.
Now maybe irritating people
Right.
and aggravating people is okay, but
But
hurting
no,
them.
man, they screwed that.
They
old
screwed
boy.
him
They
so
screwed
bad,
that old
dude.
boy.
They screwed him.
I mean, you know, yeah, he may have overreacted a little, but I don't blame him. I'd done the same thing, man.
Yep, he ended up
Screw
going to
that.
jail.
I ain't even gonna say he overreacted. I
Mm-mm.
mean, he.
No, if he was trying to mess me
No,
up, I was going
because
back
he
to
asked
jail
the
and
police
discussing
to-
Yeah,
my kids,
yeah,
I'd be
he-
pissed.
Girl, the
didn't-
police
he
were
didn't-
there and they wouldn't do anything. They would not help him.
Then
They,
better
they
be
wouldn't
writing me a
do
note coming
anything
to
until.
for me that this is why I didn't show up and I better not lose my job
Video
for this shit.
documentation?
No, they grabbed him by his legs and his hands and drug him over to a
Paddy
cop
wagon.
thing, paddy wagon, and
Paddy
threw him
wagon,
in
a little
Oh,
paddy
okay.
wagon.
and arrested him for trying to get the people off of the road who were sitting there blocking his way.
Yep.
I mean, like, this world has gone literally nuts.
It has.
Where some people are allowed to protest and some people aren't.
Well, remember, he even asked way before all that transpired. He asked him. He said, "Guys, talking to the police, guys, please give me an escort.
Yeah,
I need
give
I
him
need to
something.
get to work."
He asked
He
him-
asked for
He
help.
asked
He
them
kept
for
telling
him.
the police,
That's
please do
messed
your
up.
job.
I think he said escort, Lori. Actually, to ask, you know,
It might have been Eddie.
So I don't know. You know, I'm
like,
not racist.
he was serious. I mean, he was needing.
Well, I
He
need to
needed
get
help.
through
He
it.
was
That's
terrified.
messed
He
up.
was going to lose his kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I've helped people.
I'm kind of about. I'm not racist. Kind of like I'm not judgmental on anything else.
Right.
You know, I'm not racist. But like when they want to go taking our statues down from the
Oh,
past
girl,
history
you
stuff,
have no idea.
that's wrong because that's the past
Yeah.
and that's part of history.
It is.
And that's
You're
not how it is
absolutely
nowadays.
right.
The problem is, I love white people. Obviously, I'm white, but the white people don't unite like black people do. Unfortunately.
Well, but still, they
Yeah.
shouldn't. Like, okay, in Weatherford, for instance, when they wanted to just tear down that statue,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were met with people, all kinds of people, with their guns and everything else. You know,
I was
Well,
one of them.
I don't think that's right to
Oh,
tear
I
down
was-
statues.
You got
Yeah, a bunch of
one
my
city
people.
out of
Yeah.
how many in America?
I mean, nah, man, they ain't gonna take
Nobody
our
should be
statues.
tearing down our stuff.
No.
I traveled all over
That's
Texas.
history.
I traveled all over Texas.
Yeah, it is.
Like that radio host that got fired for saying all lives matter instead of black lives.
Dude, we had a lady in Indianapolis, where I'm from, Indiana, where I'm from, who was literally shot on the street because somebody yelled Black Lives Matter and she yelled All Lives Matter.
Oh my
She got
God.
And
murdered
they
right
murdered
there.
her on
Well,
the
if they
street.
got BET, Black Entertainment, they don't got no WET.
No,
I
could
know.
you
That'd
imagine?
be racist.
Could you
Because
imagine?
if you have to put a color in front of it, it's racist.
It
More
is.
racist than white people all day.
Yeah, that's what it amazes me. People
Like
don't.
there was white slaves. I mean, come on.
Of course.
There was white slaves.
Yeah, absolutely there
It ain't
were.
like they were slaves. You know what I
There
mean? These
still
people
are
today
white slaves. How about
That's
women
right.
and children who are right now
Trafficked
slaves
Yeah.
and
and
trafficked
everything
for
else.
sex?
White people
Yep.
that run.
Sure, the Cubans are running. Sorry. I was
No.
just kidding.
Oh, this whole Black Lives Matter and stuff has been
No, my
so
nieces,
divisive.
their daddy is from Thailand, so they're half Thai. You know, and I mean, I look at them just like I look at my other nieces
Of
and
course.
nephews. You know.
Yep.
Of course. Yep.
It's weird because my sister and her family, they are part of a Christian group that takes kids in before they would go to CPS
Oh yeah.
to help out the family
Yeah.
so they're not taken away from them.
And so they can get them maybe back up on the field.
Exactly,
That's
and they
where
can be a
need to
part of it and stuff. They don't lose their
That's
kids.
neat.
But what's weird is, you know, obviously we're a white family. And she ended up getting twins, 2 sets of twins at 2 different times,
Oh wow.
black. And it changed her whole perspective of it all. I mean, there are differences
Yeah,
between black
there
and
are
white.
differences.
I mean, like
Just
even
any
their
culture.
skin,
Their culture
hair,
is different.
no skin, hair, all
Well,
that
hey,
stuff.
and even their bones. When I've done biology,
Everything.
their bone structure is even different.
Well,
I keep losing my bait. I keep taking my
keep waiting to
stuff.
get.
I'm getting
I'm gonna
bites.
go back to the trailer and grab a couple of beers. I
Okay,
think.
go ahead, because you killed mine.
Yeah, I
Eddie.
killed yours. I know. What the hell? I'll be back in a little
That's
bit.
okay. Okay.
I got mine right there.
But yeah, we've
I'll
done
be watching.
in biology in college the nose. There's you can tell by skeleton if it is black descent or white descent.
Yeah, but their bones
You know what? And
Their
that's
femur
the whole
bones are
thing with
straight,
women
those
and
are
men. Let me ask you this: how do the people who are looking back in history tell if they were a woman or a man?
Well, the pelvic bone, you know.
Duh,
The
we're
pelvic-
different.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't know. Could that be a man? Or we don't know what they.
You don't know that
identified
was
as.
a man who thought he was a woman.
Well, son of
Or a
bitch,
woman
look
who
at
thought
this.
it was a
I
man.
had one on here.
You know by their genetics and like you said, their bones and.
You little son of a bitch. I hope you didn't swallow the hook.
Did you get another one?
Look at this little
Oh, you
ass
did
guy.
get another one. Hey, how come yours is getting all the fish? This is wrong. Eddie keeps getting all the fish.
We need to go set a trot line in the deep where all the fish are, the big fish are.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
See?
I didn't even know he was on there. I
You
think
got
he's,
another
I'm
one.
afraid he swallowed it
Oh
up.
no. We'll
I
have
think I
to
got
eat
one of
them.
them long things that I get the hook out, you know.
We'll
Do
have
you?
to eat them.
I think so.
Yeah, because I generally just try to use.
Wait,
This sucker's so small I can't get my.
it's in my other tackle.
Poor little guy.
Yeah,
Look at him.
he'll be all right.
Night squirrel.
Don't hook me.
Poor little baby. We'll have to eat him, Eddie.
Aw.
No, he's all right.
What's the puppy's name? Coco?
Coco.
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 Coco. You look so funny. Come here. Hi. Hi, pretty Coco. Yeah? You're not catching nothing, are you? Poor Coco. Hold the lawn. Red Squirrel says 1776 new motto, hold the lawn.
Hold the line.
That's funny. I got my lawn chair.
Hey, baby, I've lost
How did you get? How have you got 2 fish and I've got none? Because I keep letting them eat.
Well, listen here. I didn't even know he was on there. I'm trying to save his life right now.
I know you are. Trying to save his poor little life.
I think he swallowed it.
There we go. We'll go this way, guys. That's
I'm
better.
better off. I hate to say it. Just, no, there's the hook right there.
You found it?
I can reach it. My hands are smaller.
Well, I've got the hook right there, but it keeps on. I mean, it's like down in there is the thing.
Aw.
Yeah, I know. I hate it because I didn't even realize he was on the damn thing.
Yeah.
Turtle?
Turtle.
Oh, did you catch
No.
a turtle?
Not a turtle. Trash? Trash. Reel it in.
No, it is. Looks like a chicken.
It does look like a
What the hell is it?
looks like a chicken bone thing.
What a damn chicken in the lake. What the hell's it doing there?
Alright, we'll put this out here.
Oh, damn. Chicken in the lake.
Chicken in the lake.
Chickens can't swim.
Somebody didn't have no feathers on it.
Oh, you just have to rip it out.
I know. I don't want to have to do it. I
Trying to
know.
get
Poor
this thing.
thing's starting to
Oh, he swallowed
jump
it.
around now. I mean, it's like in there. I can feel it, but every time I try to get it,
I can run to the house. I'm just right over there. I've got one of those in my other tackle.
I have one too, but I gave it to Sam.
You don't have one then.
Man, I can't get this thing to stay still. Here, Eddie.
But I gotta go take.
right
I
there.
gotta take
Quit, quit doing what you're doing. I mean, I'm getting it loose, but then he's clenching back down.
Oh yeah.
Look, why don't you put the chair over there so she can...
Oh yeah. Look, I didn't even sit in this chair. Here, you can lean that against there or something if you want.
I was just trying to get it to not fall down. I don't know why it's not. There we
That
go.
help?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I bring a chair, but I never sit in it. I don't know why I bring it.
I love this little camper chair.
And my sister's got one, and it's round, and she puts it, and it's got a strap on it. She's a nurse. She carries it on her shoulder, and she takes it out and does this like a kaleidoscope, and it goes, "Rrrr," and it sits down, and she sits down on it. It's pretty cool.
This thing is actually done.
Man, the
pretty
fish just
decent.
ain't. Oh, he's getting fish.
See, he keeps getting them, but they keep getting my bait. I keep putting new bait on.
I'm not paying attention enough, I don't think. I usually put my little bell on there so that it rings my bell, but I dropped my bell in the water.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry, I tried. But
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
put
got
some
a
more
knife
bait
if
on
you
here
need
and
it.
try again.
I don't try a needle nose.
I think they like the string cheese.
yeah,
At least he ain't screaming like the ones you have.
yeah, they make noises.
I know, man. There we go. Let's go ahead. I
He's
mean, it's
traumatized. He never ready to get.
Yeah, kill him?
Yep.
Here.
Just,
Where you want?
you know.
Yeah, you might as well
I'm
kill him.
sorry,
He's
I
gonna
mean, he's
die
fucked.
otherwise slowly.
Sorry, little guy.
He ain't even big enough to fillet.
Nope.
Don't take them.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. Hey, we got a chum bucket right here. Not we, but Wendy does. And she says if you ever get little fish parts, put it in here. Oh, it's heavy.
Oh, for chum?
Yeah.
Would you have some of that in your truck you need to get rid of? Hey, Chad, just text me anyway.
There you go.
You want me to go rinse that off? Or I'll go rinse it
I
off.
got a water right here.
I'm getting pissed that you keep getting all the fish, Eddie.
But yeah, I didn't like the outcome of that one, though. That sucked.
No,
right
I
there.
know, but still, it's
Well,
a fish.
that's why I didn't even know he was on there.
I keep getting bites, but then
Okay, go
they
get Chad.
get all my bait.
Hey, I had a big fish at the river. We were at the river at the Brazos. And I had my pole stuck in the sand real hard. And I was off doing something, looking for rocks or something. And he goes, hey, your pole's on the ground. Why's your pole on the ground? I said, I don't know. Because that's a reeling it in, a big old catfish on there.
Oh,
yeah.
no
I
way.
couldn't believe it didn't take off my pole, but it was way down the river. I'd let the line go way down the river.
Right.
I'd sit there and reel forever. I couldn't
Oh,
believe it was still
that
on
was
the
a
line.
fun catch, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm determined I'm going to
Gotta
get
get her
something
to
now. Ooh.
be with you or him so the doggy knows. But she don't even bark at me. She don't like you.
I think she likes females more than men.
I had a dog. Her name was Puma. She was like a rescue and shoot men. She hated them. If they could walk in the room, she would stand up and she would growl. She just dare them to come near me.
Mm-hmm.
She was so
Especially at
scared.
night. I think her eyesight is going to a little bit.
So both of you is gonna shoot anybody.
Asshole.
You fucking me too.
No dogs like
Just
you.
kidding.
Zeta
Whatever.
don't like you.
Zeta only.
No,
And that
Zeta
little-
not Zeta. Only Coco
Zeta and
don't
that
like
little
you.
shit dog. Every other dog
That
in
little
the-
dog don't
every
like
other
you.
dog in the world. Fucking, I've got
None
one.
of them like you.
Not true.
From what I've seen,
2 dogs.
3.
2. Well, now
Three.
3. And that's because I had a fucking big ass machete in my hand when I was walking by.
Chihuahuas are probably the meanest little dogs you ever see.
I had it in my hand because there was snakes over there when I was
Well,
walking
why don't you leave it on there like they're going to be on the
I didn't even
dog?
see the damn dog right there. It
Not
blended in
the
with
dog,
porch.
the dock.
I know that. I didn't see the dog on the dock.
You did when she started barking.
Until she started growling. That's why I walked up on her so
I
fast.
did too.
On the dock.
Oops. Come on, guys,
So
get
my
it.
friends, their children are 9 and 8, and they left them at home. Like the husband leaves at like 12, and like the wife leaves at like 3. So like for 3 hours they get left at
Oh,
home.
okay.
They have ADT, to where if the door opens for any reason, it alarms.
Right.
Well, the kids wasn't listening, and they opened the front door to do something or another. And the cops came. Well, when the cops came, they came on in the house, even though the kids said no. And the dog that was in the house attacked the cop and bit him.
Oh my gosh.
And they filed charges on them people because of it.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. 1.5.
That's it.
Well, I just wanted one.
You
You mean
can
one
too.
half or one?
You should be able to do
I wanted a whole piece or a half piece of sandwich.
We have string cheese over here. It seems to be working a
He
little.
made me a sandwich. I told him I wanted a whole piece of cheese on a
Oh,
half piece
I
of bread.
thought you meant for the fish.
You never heard no more. I mean, who has 100 instructions to make a sandwich?
Oops.
I mean, come on.
Hey, I'm getting bites. They're getting it.
I just like my sandwich a certain way, baby.
I made it that way too. Oh, wait till you see that.
Entertainment. Oh, not entertainment.
I think it looks better. For some reason, it looks more spacious.
Spacious.
Yeah, it's weird.
Hell are my fish?
You got a lot in the water now? Hey, it's mine. I give up. I don't think I'm catching it. Man, there's some nights I throw in. I catch them fish every time I throw it in.
And we'll just let Eddie throw it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a fish up his Johnson.
Is it like gambling? Sometimes, you know, any machine you
Yep.
sit at, you're going to lose no matter how much money you put in there. And some nights, anyone you sit at, you're going to win.
See, I just sit next to him and be his good luck charm when he gambles.
That's what he told me
Across the dock.
last night. We were at the casino, and he says, I'm not going to sit by you. You lose every time I'm near you.
Hey, I proved it. I told him, I said, watch this. She's losing. I said, watch this. I'm going to walk across the casino. I bet you start winning. What happened?
I only won a little bit. You were sitting beside me when I hit that $800.
I was gonna say, see, I don't gamble. I just sit next to him, and then it's mine's good luck if he wins.
No, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
That's what I did. You won like a little bit. I don't remember how much you won, but
Yeah.
I remember you winning, Eddie.
Like the opposite of a cooler.
I'm your good luck charm. I get a 50%
Right.
Yeah.
sitting fee.
Yeah.
A 50% sitting fee.
Maybe 49.
40,
Plus the time, you know, per hour for my time.
40, 60, huh?
Something like that. Hell, I'm the one doing all the work.
Hey, I was in my friend Wendy's.
It's
the
all
other
my
night,
luck,
and
though.
it was the first time I met her husband, and I walk everywhere around here because I like to. It helps me keep my weight in control. And so I was gonna walk home, and he was like, her husband was like, "Can I give you a ride on the golf cart?" I'm like, "No," and he's like, "No, let me." So we was riding, and he's telling me about him and his wife. They've been married 20 years, something. He's like, "But she keeps telling me these things that were in our marriage contract." He said, "I need to read that when I'm sober because I'm not sure that it was in there." He said, "Like, there's this one she keeps saying where it says Wendy's always right." And I said, "I think it does say that." He says, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, really."
Always.
And I laughed. I said, "Not really, but you know, that's how it is."
That is how it is. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, exactly.
Happy woman, happy life. How's that?
Exactly. It
Doesn't
don't have
matter
to
if
be
you're
your
married or
wife.
not.
That's right. Don't matter if you're married. If it's a woman in your life, hey.
Hang on a second, Coco. I'm having hell with this damn hose. Here, I might
I
need
think
some
I'm drinking
help.
enough.
My
Almost
You need
eyes
help?
are
Where's he
white,
going? He just
something. I
told
don't
me
know
where
what
he
it
was
is.
I can't keep my bait on. I'm just gonna put
They
it real
keep
close.
biting it off? or what?
Yes, I think so.
Mhm. Her pole keeps going.
It keeps going. Bronk,
Yeah.
bronk. And then all my
What kind
bait's
of hook
gone.
you got? You got one with barbs on it?
I have 3 barbs on it. See, it just went again.
Maybe something little will get in it.
Might be.
I'm telling you, if you go down here on Primitive, down to the very end where that rock is, you
Mm-hmm.
can catch some big ones down there.
Oh,
I just like to come here because of the lights sometimes. But when
I
I go
know.
down there, I bring my lanterns and stuff.
yeah.
See if I
Yeah.
can get some of these little fish.
Especially this time of year. I mean, there are, damn snakes are out. So
Yes.
you got to really
You
be
tell the
mindful
public, hey,
of that. For sure.
Now you say snake, you won't come near here. Well, he had that big knife. I said, you're gonna scare people with that.
It's for the snakes,
Yeah.
but they're down in the water.
Not always.
Not all of them are.
They come up here?
Not up here, but they come right up there where that concrete is.
Really?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And they lay right across it.
Yep.
I didn't know that. I just keep walking across there real quiet, real loudly actually, going, snakes go away, snakes go away.
Just shine your light and look.
I don't have any light. I just say, snakes go away, and wish.
And pray you don't step on one.
And pray that they're gone. Hope and pray.
And if they're not, pray it ain't poisonous.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't seen
Ooh,
a lot of
there's
water
another one.
moccasins out here, but I have seen copperheads.
Oh yeah, there are copperheads. Sure.
The water snakes I've seen out here are usually the yellow and brown. They're not usually poisonous.
Yeah, they're just like the brown ones. It's just a common water snake, you know. It's
Very
not.
non-aggressive.
That's what I was telling her the other day. I mean, you'll see them occasionally, like actual cottonmouth.
I've never
But-
really seen one of those out here.
It's very rare, though. Very, very rare.
What kind of snakes have we seen out here?
Mainly
just-
the brown and diamond-colored water snakes.
Yeah, it's just a water.
Another bite.
It's not like a. I mean, you can call it a water moccasin, but it's not like a cottonmouth.
Oh, it won't. It's not like dangerous.
Not poisonous.
No.
And they're not aggressive.
I still don't want to swim with the little
No.
shits, though. To be honest with you.
Mm-mm. Especially the other day, I came through here and I seen one completely laying on the bottom when I shined my flashlight through the
Oh,
water.
really?
I didn't know they'd lay on the bottom like that
On the bottom of the.
of the lake.
What? Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that either.
I
thought
thought
they
they
were
always
always
had
on
their
the
head
top.
up or something, but they don't.
I've always seen them swimming on the top. I thought they just swam by
I thought
you.
they did too, but they don't.
That's why I was
And
saying
it
they're not
was
that
actually
dangerous.
just a regular water moccasin that was on the bottom.
Mm-mm.
She didn't stay. She didn't stay out there to figure it out. did
No,
she?
I hear you. I mean, that is kind of, because generally they don't, just like regular.
It was right up here. It wasn't very deep, but it was laying on the bottom like it was sunning or something. I thought it was dead, so I threw a rock at it and it moved.
Huh.
Oh my God.
Because I always thought they had at least had their head on top of the water.
Yeah,
That's
that
why it
or
didn't
on the
scare me that
bank,
bad.
or you know.
I
that.
figured you'd see it.
But now that I know you can be walking out there and step on one,
I didn't know that. Heck, I was swimming around in there at night.
Oh, I swim all the time in the lake. Sometimes
you?
at night. I freaked these dudes out the other night because the bobber got stuck just here close. Because I bit it. I jumped in the water and got it. So now they call me Jane and Tarzan. They call me Jane. Oh, my name ain't Jane.
See, I was going to swim in here too. I was going to jump in there too, but he's like, no, it's too dangerous.
You know, I swim in
Listen.
the ocean at night too, though.
Let's just see if we can get something
Dangerous
close.
At night, I don't know, man.
See if we can get something close.
Really not much different than the day.
I
Except
don't
for you
know.
can't see
I
what's
just
coming.
don't like the snake aspect of it. Them fuckers, they start moving, even if it is a little old
Most times
harmless
they're
fuckers.
scared of you. I always see them around here trying to get in them fish baskets. They wrap up around them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had one here. I think earlier in the year, I had a basket here.
Mm-hmm.
Had minnows in it, and I've been throwing some perch in that I caught just for like bait.
Mm-hmm.
A storm hit. It was like a short storm, 30 minutes or whatever. I come back out here and started fishing. Well, I noticed like the little latch on my minnow thing was up. Well, I didn't even think anything about it. I reached my hand in there and I grabbed nothing but snake.
Oh,
Grabbed
no.
nothing. He come flying out of there. He didn't even try. He didn't bite me.
Yeah,
He may have
they're not
tried to. If he tried, I figured he would have. But he didn't bite me or anything. But he flew out. Well, I about did a backflip off of this thing because I literally was like right here. I pulled it up. I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm getting ready to get me some bait thrown here. You know, I ain't even thinking about snake.
If Blake would have done that, he would have passed out.
That's so good. He come flying out of there. I mean, he wasn't but about maybe that long. You know, he's decent size. And that's all I grabbed and flew out. But anyways, I'm sitting here. I'm fishing because I grabbed my bait and I'm fishing. And that little son of a gun, it wasn't as soon, but it wasn't long after I threw my minnow bucket back out, he was swimming back up. He was swimming back up to the minute bucket, and I saw him. He was trying to use his nose to open the latch
Yep,
on that
they're
minute
smart.
bucket. He was
Really?
trying. Yes, he was trying to.
Okay, so they had one that, have you seen the metal baskets that have the top flops in, and when it flops in, then it shuts again like
Yes.
that?
Oh yeah.
And they had crappie in it,
Mm-hmm.
right there. And I looked out there, and that snake was wrapped around it, and I lifted it up, and I seen the snake on it. I was like, ooh. Because I was going to put my crappie in there with them. And then I kept watching it. Every once in a while, I'd go check on it. And it was pushing its nose everywhere on that
Yep.
basket until it got to the top. And I seen it when it got to the top. It pushed it, it fell in there. With
Yep.
this. As soon as it got in there, it grabbed one of them fish with its fangs and everything.
No
Yeah.
way.
But then it couldn't get out. And it drowned it.
Oh no.
But I just
Oh.
left it. I wasn't about to get it out. That ain't my basket.
Yeah. I know it. Yeah, I was about right here. I mean, I get fishing. I'm sitting here watching little son down. He comes back around here. He just, he wasn't worried about nothing. Sitting right here, I'm fishing about like you are. And he's right there at my minute bucket, and he did, and he was a small one. He's using his little head sitting there, and
Yeah,
he
they
was
do.
right there at the latch, and he's sitting there pushing.
Tell me
on it.
something. How do them little fish, how do they eat a big old crappie?
I don't know.
I don't
Surely
know.
they have to swallow it, right? They don't chew it or nothing.
Hey, you did.
Where did
You dropped it right off
That's
there.
why I bring crappies instead of my phone.
Look at you go. You dropped your phone now.
Well,
I thought you were going back to get us stuff from the.
I thought it was too.
Look at you go.
Sorry, I hope I ain't keeping you off and like fishing and having fun.
Nope.
You know?
No.
You guys.
Guys.
Just thought I'd check in for a while. Gonna end my live stream.